It's designer sale time, but stop guys, before you buy anything, you need to watch this video first. I've spent hours curating the best items for you at 50% off, 40% off, 30% off, and just the best things to buy. I cannot believe how early the sales have started. Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video, we are talking about the designer sales. We all know that Cyber Week is happening. And I tell you, I swear the sales are getting earlier and earlier and earlier. And it's really hard to navigate all through these sales. I have spent hours, I've done all the work for you. I've curated the best items sort of into categories. So the best things to buy at 50%, 40%, and just the best things to buy overall from some of my favorite luxury websites. Now, for those of you that are new to my channel, hi, I'm Mel. Thank you for joining me. This is going to be a great video for you because it's just going to save you time. It's going to save you heaps of money, and I'm going to list all the coupon codes I'm aware of, my sale picks. You just need to watch it before you buy any sort of luxury items. I do have a little trick I have to share with you. So let me just tell you a story because I do have something to show you. It is a small unboxing. I saved 65% on this designer item, and the only reason I saved 65% of this is from ShopTagger. And for those of you that haven't heard about ShopTagger, which I think a lot of my subscribers already do, because you know I have worked with them for almost 3 years, proudly worked with them for almost 3 years. And basically they're an online tool and they help you save money because when something goes on sale, they alert you. So it saves you even more time. So anyway, let me unbox it. It is from Dolce & Gabbana. I was really impressed with the packaging actually on this. It comes in this beautiful velvet box to reveal. And I picked this up from LUISAVIAROMA. So it's still got all the tags. I haven't even, oh, okay, I'll take this out and show you. It is this gorgeous pair of D&G earrings. Now, I've had this on my list. Oopsie. I've had this on my list for ages. Let me just cut this off because I'm so keeping them. You are not going to believe the price I paid for this. And it's purely because of ShopTagger that I saved so much. So get this, guys. I've got the receipt in front of me and I'll show you. So these retailed at 695 Australian dollars. And I had them saved on my ShopTagger list and ShopTagger alerted me. It was on discount, so it was 417. And then I thought, no, I'm going to wait. Hang on a sec. Later on, I'm going to tell you how I saved even more. And this is my little trick on it. So then basically recently LUISAVIAROMA had an extra 40% off sale, which I also found through ShopTagger. And I'm going to show you how it works and everything. So by the time the earrings were 40% off, so they were 417, and then an additional 40% off, I paid 250 Australian dollars for this. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So I saved 65% on these earrings. And it's perfect because I actually have like a party that's a heart theme party and it's going to be perfect to wear. And I just love D&G earrings. They're such a statement, but they're a bit fun and quirky. So for those of you that are not aware of ShopTagger, I'm just going to tell you quickly how it works because you need to know how it works because I swear it's going to save you so much time. So the first thing you need to do is create a ShopTagger account. So obviously I've already got a ShopTagger account, so I'm just going to sign right in. What's going to really help you shop is if you download the little ShopTagger button because that's going to help you save as you go online. So you can just go click the button and it just downloads it and it puts it into this little, blue S up there, and then you just click it when you save items. So for example, I'm going to head over to LUISAVIAROMA. You guys know I love LUISAVIAROMA. And by the way, guys, thank you so much for all the feedback on the LUISAVIAROMA video. You guys loved it. So for example, if I'm on this dance lant bag, all you need to do is click that blue button and then save. I want to be notified if there's any sort of changes, and then I save it to my bags wish list, or in this instance I'm going to save it to my Xmas wish list. And if you go back into my ShopTagger account, you can see that it is saved in my ShopTagger Xmas wish list. And you can see that I obviously use ShopTagger so much because I have so many items saved. You can see my list. It's categorized by bags, shoes, clothes, 2019 wish list, Xmas wish list. It is just so handy. And I use this not even just for Black Friday, but for any sort of sales. And I'm going to teach you how to use this tool even better and save even more. Once you have it saved in your list, you get notified. You just have to enable whether you want it notified by email or mobile. I select both because obviously I want to be notified as soon as possible. If an item that you save on your list goes on sale, if it's low in stock, it's out of stock, or if it goes back in stock. So that's what I love about this tool so much. And the best thing is, a few months ago, which I already showed you guys, they've got this coupon feature. So for example, you can see that I've got this dance line and a couple of things in my LUISAVIAROMA cart. So they've got this option now where it pops out and it lets you know the current coupon codes. As you can see me going through, it's going through all the coupon codes and it's just applied it. And you can see I have saved even more money because it already knows the Black Friday deals, and Shop Tag has just done all the work for you because it searches the web for the best discount codes. It's totally worth signing up. I've been using it for 3 years. It's like seriously your best friend that tells you about all your sales. So I would leave the link to Shop Tagger to download it below. I know a lot of you already use it, but for those of you that haven't heard of it, it's seriously the best thing ever. And that is why I saved 65% on my new D&G earring. So guys, now I'm gonna do my designer sale roundup of the best things that I think you should get. So as you can see, I've got my MacBook in front of me, but I will do cutaways so you can see exactly what I'm seeing. I'm gonna start off with a site called SSENSE. SSENSE is so good for their designer sales. They're one of the best in terms of they've got the greatest range. A lot of things that are permanent collection or rarely go on sale, they go on sale on SSENSE. The discounts are not huge, but there's some items that they have really good discounts on. So I'm going to start off with a couple of items at the 40 to 50% range, which I think are worth it. So I'm looking down on my computer, but I'm going to show you what I'm seeing. As you can see that I have put heaps of things in my wish list. So things from Givenchy to Valentino to Burberry to YSL, there's heaps of things. But the best thing at 42% off to be exact is the Givenchy GV3 bag. This is in black. This is a style that I've always been attracted to, but at over 40% off, I think this is a great buy. So that is my top pick in terms of percentage wise from SSENSE. So the second thing is, I didn't realize that you guys liked Versace so much. When I showcased the mini icon back in my LUISAVIAROMA, so many of you actually picked that as your favorite bag. But for those of you thinking that the print might be too loud, there's such a good Versace bag here, which is also the mini icon bag, but it's the quilted version in black and gold with the Medusa head. And that is so iconic Versace. And that is at over 40% off too. So those two bags are my picks at 40% off. You guys know I'm a huge Valentino shoe lover. I own so many pairs of the Rock Studs. Anyway, I saw a neutral combo and it's really nice. And it is at 30% off. So I thought that was a really good deal. And the nude color is going to go with everything. So that's my next pick. Now, the rest of the picks are things that rarely go on sale. Or if they do go on sale, it's usually only at like 10%. So my picks are, firstly, the Givenchy Antigona. I own this bag. I love this bag. I use it for work. I've got it in the gray color. But I love that SSENSE have got the ones in the mock croc. Now, if I go back to my wish list, you can see that I've saved a couple, but whether you want the small, which is the version I have, or the mini size, which really isn't that mini to begin with, you can save over, I think it's like 23% off these bags, which I think is a pretty good deal. And for those of you looking at the Loewe puzzle bag, again, I've done a video on Loewe and the 6 different ways you can wear the Loewe puzzle bag. They've actually got the classic tan on sale for 15%, which I thought was really good as well. Okay, so of course I have to mention YSL because you guys know I have bought quite a few YSL bags the last few months. And let's start off with the YSL Mini Lou Croc bag. Now, I own the Mini Lou, as you can see, in the white version. Unfortunately, this sold out so quickly. I think this sale's only been live 1 day. This is already sold out. It wasn't a huge discount, but I did find one that is in the mock croc. And you know, all the mock croc, mock lizard, you know, mock python is so on trend right now, and I personally love it. So this one is 16% off, so I think this is a great buy. Secondly, this has been popular for the last, I'd say, 1.5 years. It's still going strong. It's still featured in next year's collection. My sister owns this bag, loves this bag. We gifted this to her for her birthday. and it is the Saint Laurent Toy Lulu bag. So she's just got the classic black and gold. I'm surprised this hasn't sold out yet, but it's also at 15% off, which is a great time to buy if you were eyeing this bag because you can't go more classic than the black and gold. And also I did want to mention something for my male viewers, though I think this is a unisex item, but there's only 2 of these left. There is a puzzle bag that's a bigger puzzle bag. I've seen this on my store manager on the Loewe and I love it, and that's at 32% off, which is such a good deal. So I'm going to link that in for my male viewers because whenever I can, you guys know I will look after you and try and put things in. So I thought that was worth mentioning as well. And then finally, I was so surprised that, like me, you guys love the boy, like with this buckle. I'm telling you, I'm calling it now. Next year, this buckle trend, I reckon this bag is going to be like such a hit. But unfortunately on LUISAVIAROMA, they've sold out of all of them. I did find one, a gorgeous purpley shade here that's on sale. It's over 20% off, so I'm going to link that as well. I love it. I love the buckle. You guys know I love it, so I'll link that in as well. Okay, next up, let's talk about the My Teresa sale. The My Teresa sale has also just gone live in the last day. I think it's actually much better this year than it was in previous years. Now I'm going to show you what's saved in my wish list. Don't be shocked, I'm not getting everything, but I wanted to show you the range that they had. So as you can see, when I'm scrolling through heaps of Valentino, there's Fendi, there's, oh my goodness, there's like Chloe, Balmain, Burberry, there is just tons. But the one I want to highlight at 50% off, which I was really impressed with, was this Marc Jacobs bag. Now, this bag is such a classic silhouette. I know that you guys will love this because it's very similar to the Tory Burch tote, and I was really surprised at the price it was. It's 50% off, so it ends up being like 203 USD, which I thought is great. So I love the bright, vibrant blue. It's got the shoulder handle. I think that's a really great pick. Okay, now my personal favorite, which I was so surprised was included in this sale because I haven't seen it included anywhere. Let's have a look, guys. And it is this Loewe puzzle bag. It's sort of like in a woven material. And this tan version is at 40% off. Oh my goodness. That is so, so nice. I'm really tempted to get it because, yeah, I've been actually eyeing that a lot. Next up that I recommend is the Burberry tote. Again, this one is really, really good at 40% off. You can't go wrong with classic Burberry. I know Burberry have changed their logo to like this B, but I don't think you can go wrong with their classic checked Burberry. And the tote is a good size. Again, it's at 40% off, which I thought was a really, really good price. So that is my pick at 40% off. I've got 2 more picks at 40% off for you. This first one is a little bit more quirky. It's not going to suit to everyone's taste, but I personally love it. It's a little bit funky. So it is this Carl style. So this is called the Carl style. And this one is in the bigger size. So it's in the 24. And it's got all these different colors. So it's a little bit transparent. I just love it. I think at 40% off, I probably wouldn't pay full price, but at 40% off, super tempted. And lastly, another bag that I thought was great at 40% off was another Givenchy. It's the GV3, but I thought this looked a little bit more luxurious because it's a mixture of mock croc and leather. So that's at 40% off. Now, My Teresa has most of their items at 30% off. So there's heaps to go through. As you can see from my wish list, I have so much saved in there. But I'm just going to quickly show you and mention the ones that I think are the best at 30% off. I'm going to share with you just in a second which ones I think you should hold off on and which ones I think that you should buy now, and that little trick that I do. No surprise here, you see Valentino Rockstars, they're at 30% off. And I love this spike bag in grey. As you can see, that's also at 30% off. You guys know that I own a spike bag myself. This is in denim. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but that pale grey, it is such a nice color. I think it can be worn all year round. Don't think that light colors are just limited to warmer months, because that is not true. But if you didn't like the, light color, they do have that one in tan as well. If you do prefer something a bit smaller, I really like this Valentino sort of small crossbody bag. That's also at 30% off, and they also have like the matching shoes, which I thought was really cute, the rock studs with the shorter heel. But the one that I am, really looking to get, and I actually just tried this on recently, is the Loewe puzzle bag in the woven in the white. I'll put a cutaway of me wearing it. I really loved it, and I couldn't believe my eyes that it just got launched in Australia and it's 30% off here. So I'm thinking, is this wrong? Anyway, that's the one that I really love. So that's 30% off if you were after that. I don't know. I just think it looks so fresh with the white woven and the tan. I just love that. So that's also 30% off. And then, of course, I know in Northern Hemisphere, you guys are going into winter. I had to pick this Valentino boot because I just love it. I love that V. I've actually got sandals with that V and I love it. But a tan boot, you can never go wrong. And then finally, if you want to invest in a good quality coat, I know not all of you invest in ready to wear, but I do think Max Mara make gorgeous coats in both double-faced wool and double-faced cashmere. Obviously, cashmere is going to be like double the price, but I did find one for you at 30% off that I think is reasonable in a gorgeous camel color at 30%. So I think that's going to go with everything, as you can see from the picture. So I'll link that down below as well. So I'm going to reveal my little trick. This is going to help you so much. I have mentioned it before, but it was a long time ago. And this is what helped me save the additional 40% off those D&G earrings I revealed at the very start. So let me show you my screen. So I'm in My Teresa, and the one that I'm really after is that Loewe puzzle woven shoulder bag in the white. So what I do is in the quantity section, I'm just going to try 10. Usually 10 is a number for me that I know I have got at least, a couple of days to really think about it, and I can go back and check the quantity. So 10, as you can see, yep, there's at least 10 available because the subtotal's gone up to like $20,000. But let's check this Valentino, and I always like to put in 5 just to sort of see if there is enough stock. So let's have a look. As you can see, nope, the requested quantity is not available, so they don't have 5 pieces. Okay, let's try 3. So then I try that. And then as you can see, they do have 3 pieces of the Valentino, rock stud bag. So that is one that, just say you were after that, 3 pieces is probably going to go quite quickly. So that is one style, if you were interested in that I would go for, because it is very likely it's going to sell out. Don't you hate it when you say, oh, I just thought I'll think about it, and then, it was gone and then you missed out? This is a way that you can check, because okay, if I don't get it now, I'm going to miss out. But for example, with the Loewe, I know there's 10 pieces. I can wait. I can afford to check back in a day or 2 because I know they've got at least 10 pieces. And then just say in a few days' time, they still have like 10 pieces. I know I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait till they have their extra 20% off My Teresa sale, because guys, they always do it. They've done it year after year after year. It's going to have a further 10 or 20 or 30, and the discounts just keep going up. It just really depends on the website. So that is my ultimate trick. Try it. Different websites are different, but you can add different quantities. So I really hope that tip helps. Next up, just really quickly, I got a few questions from you guys, a couple of DMs asking me if SENREVE are having any Black Friday sales. And yes, I did ask them. And I think if you're subscribed to their emails, you may have just had early access. So what the offer is, and this is my favorite bag from them, which is the mini Maestro bag. It's so good. If you haven't seen my in-depth video, I put this through the test. Like, I scratch it, spill water on it. If you're not convinced, I totally get that you guys may be skeptical, because I know that this bag has been gifted to a lot of bloggers, but I wouldn't put anything on my channel that I don't use and love. And I own a couple of their bags now. I'm really grateful that they have given it to me. But from all of you that have bought it, you guys have loved it too. So that just reinforces my belief in the brand, and I love it. Anyway, the offer is if you spend over $500, which this bag, I think is about $695, you can pick a gift up to $195 value. So I'm just going to go to my phone, because these are the free gifts that you can pick. And basically you can either pick a passport cover, you can pick one of their new card holders, or you can pick one of their bracelet pouches. So I think that's so good that if you spend $500, and that can be anything, it doesn't just have to be that mini Maestro bag, you get a free gift. I also own this bag from them, which is the Aria belt bag. And for me, you guys know I'm not a belt bag person, but I love it. I used this when I was in Europe as a travel bag. It fits more than you think. If you were interested in this bag, with the Black Friday offer, you actually get a chain if you decide to buy either one of their belt bags. So I think that's great because that's worth like $95. So as you can see from this snapshot I put, if you wanted both, you get a free gift up to $195, and then you can add a belt bag and you can select a chain color, either gold or silver. That's up to you. So I thought that was really good. So I just wanted to quickly share that as well. So how are you going, guys? Are you finding this very useful? I hope you feel like you're coming shopping with me, because I'm literally looking at my laptop now and going through my wish list. So much temptation. And if you're still watching now, you should still keep watching to the end, because I have a surprise for you guys. Hint, hint. So stay tuned. But the next site I want to introduce you to, and a lot of you may not have heard of it, a lot of you may, but I know I'm relatively a new shopper from them. I have bought a couple of things from them, but they're called MODA Operandi. And I find their site quite fashion forward in some of their items. And so let's look through my little wish list. And as you can see, I do have quite a few brands that I mentioned in my last 10 best and worst bags under $1,000. But guys, the one I have to highlight to you is this boy style. Now, this is the style that I was talking about before. You know how I talked to you about the Carl style, which had the flap. So this boy is more like a tote. But oh my gosh, there's only 3 left in this. So if you were after this, or if I was after this, I better get a move on. This one is 50% off, and this is in Python. Yeah, I just really like it. And this is in the 23 size, so it fits a bigger size iPhone. So that is my pick at 50% off. And my second pick at 50% off is the Dance Lunch bag. I am quite obsessed about this bag. And for those of you that think that even though I only buy Hermes and Chanel, that is not true. I may or may not have purchased a couple of emerging designer brands that I'm proud to buy. And before I send the bags back, which I actually need to very soon, this is what it looks like. This is the LUISAVIAROMA sample. So this is the Dance Line bag, which I love. It was featured in my top 3. It's architectural. I just love it. They've got this gorgeous blue version. Blue is my favorite color as well. And yeah, this is at 50% off. So that is my second pick at 50% off. My next recommendation, and this is at 40% off. I introduced this brand in my other video, and it's the Coda brand it's a Korean brand. And yeah, I love the vintage vibe to it. So quite a few of you also like that as well. I found one, and it was 4 items before. Now I only see 2, so hopefully it's still there when this video goes live. But that's at 40% off. It's a gorgeous neutral croc embossed. I think that's a really great pick as well. Next up is a bag I own. So all these recommendations is not only just things that, you know, I like, but a lot of them I own myself. And I'm talking about the Loewe mini hammock bag. I call it my little dumpling. I think it is so cute. I saw this pretty pink one at 40% off. It is just so pretty at 40% off. So I had to share that with you. But if you weren't a pink person, they did have other colors, but I think that's at 30% off. But at 40% off, the pink one is my recommendation. Okay, so let's go back to the brand Boy. This is for my male viewers, not just for my male viewers, but I think it might be more suited towards you guys, because I didn't even know this. But the boy style, as I said, comes in the bobby, which is the tote style, which doesn't have the flap. And I saw this gorgeous mesh version. It is in size 38. It is a bit bigger. I think it is perfect. There's only 3 left when I film this video. Hopefully it's still there, but I think it's fabulous at 40% off. If I find any other boy styles that are good, I will also link them down below. I think I saw another one in Carl that's a little bit smaller, but I love this boy brand. I definitely need to get a bag from them. And finally, I just wanted to recommend 2 pieces of clothing. You guys know I'm a real sort of dress person. I've talked about this a lot in my videos, but I love Zimmermann. Saw a dress at 40% off. It's floral, it's gorgeous, it's everything. I just think that that's really worth the price for this one at 40% off. And the second one, which I really want to try, which is in my cart actually, and I've heard a lot of good things of, is from a brand called Love Shack Fancy. And I think this is a dress that's just timeless. It's a real summery dress. As you know, it is coming, it's spring now, but it's going into summer. And I just love the embroidery details on it. It gives me a bit of a vintage vibe, but it's more of a modern take of it. I love floral, I love embroidery, I love cottons, tick, 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 50% off. If you guys love dresses like me, You should get this because there's a few sizes left in this as well. Next up, I'm going to talk about Farfetch. And wow, out of all the major luxury online retailers, I was surprised that they came out with a Black Friday offer, and then they've already got an additional 30% off all their sale items. So they have so many, guys. I'm just like so much on sale. And the code is like FFX30. Any of the codes that I find, I will link down below next to each of the retailers, because when this video goes live, if there's a new one or anything I know, I will just link down below. So make sure you open up the description box, because it's going to have links to everything that I mentioned, all my recommendations from 50% off, best to buy at 50, best to buy at 40, best to buy overall. So make sure you check down below, because yeah, I've done all the searching for you. So yeah, let's have a look at my wish list on Farfetch. And I've mainly just saved the sale items to show you. So Stored is another brand that's so affordable. I really like this tote. It's a really good price as well with the shoulder strap. That Valentino slide is such a good price. Remember, all this, guys, is a further 30% off. So I actually want to get that for hubby. And I found that the selection of shoes on Farfetch was the best out of all the other retailers. So as you can see, there's Christian Louboutin, Balenciaga, Saint Laurent, Valentino, boots, you know, rock studs. They've just got so much. One thing that I definitely want to mention is I love my pair of Jimmy Choos. I saw that they've got a pair on sale. Guys, these are the most prettiest shoes. I really recommend them. And yeah, they just have some great Jimmy Choo shoe boots as well as my favorite boots of all time, Stuart Weitzman. I saw that they had the Thailand, I think in the leather version. So that one I will also link below as well. I was surprised to see there was quite a good selection of Saint Laurent bags at decent prices. So remember, all these ones you can take 30% off. I saw particularly a couple of the smaller size Lulus, but in metallic colors. So if you were after that, do get that. Firstly, just go to their sales section and sort it by your favorite brands. As I'm going down, there's Off-White, there's Burberry, there's D&G, Kenzo, the list goes on and on. So there is a lot of bags, especially shoes and clothing, that's worth checking out at Farfetch with the additional 30% off. Next is LUISAVIAROMA. Of course, I had to include them. I'm so glad so many of you made use of my exclusive MIM code. Basically, what that entitled you to is that you got early access to all the sales. I would leave every single code, every single coupon code I know down below. So for example, they've included more in the sale. So this Balmain blazer, when I first linked it, you could get 40% off with my code MIM40. And by the way, guys, both my codes still work. So you can still use them. And as you can see, if I put in MEL20, you get an additional 20% off the already reduced price. So Balmain blazer, this great Wicker Wings bag, which by the way, I think there's only 3 left. At Valentino's, how good is this shirt? Recommendation, buy the guys version. It's cheaper. Look at this. This is all in Aussie prices. I thought this was a really cool shoe for guys as well. So just quickly wanted to let you know about that. But what I'll do is I'll just link a few of my faves down below that I think that you guys may like. For all my Australian followers and for all my followers that live in warmer climates, I was really surprised to see this Saint Laurent basket bag go for 50% off. So that's my pick at 50% off. Again, they've got lots of things on sale, so you can peruse their website. But there's sales from Nordstrom, there's sales from Matches. So what I'll do is any sales that I know, I'll just link their homepage for you, and it is definitely worth checking out. But for me, I wanted to focus on sort of like the 5 that I shop at the most. So I really hope that you did find all my picks sort of categorized really useful. If you did like this format, please comment below and let me know, because I am only going to be doing one big Friday sales roundup for you. And I'm happy to take the time to do this for you, especially if it helps you save lots of money. Yes, I have another surprise for you, and it is because I have such a good relationship with Jacques Tiger. As you know, I've worked with them for almost 3 years, and I have another giveaway for you. And you're probably thinking, Mel, don't you have another giveaway going with the Prada backpack? Yes, don't forget to enter that. But it is the time of giving. It is Christmas time, so I wanted to give even more. So for this one, Jacques Tiger was so good. They basically let me decide the conditions of this. So we've teamed up together to do this, and there are going to be 3 winners. This time I wanted to try and spread the love a little bit, so there's 3 winners. The 3 prizes are First prize is one of you get to pick this gorgeous YSL card case. And you're thinking, Mel, I don't kind of like neon. Well, guess what? I'm going to give you a choice of 4. So this appeals to guys, girls, people who love black, people who love neutrals, people who love color. So basically, first prize is a YSL card case. You get to pick either between neon, because you know I love neon. I love a pop of color. Or the black and gold, which is the classic. Or this pretty pink with the silver hardware, or the metallic, which is the silver with the gold as well. So I wanted to have a range of color, of neutral, of classics, because I think that sort of covers it. So first prize winner, you get to pick that. So the second and third runner up, you will get $100 US PayPal cash sent to you. I know this is the time of year that we all love giving presents, and who doesn't love a little bit of extra money as well? So I thought it was good to give a physical gift prize, but also a cash option. So 3 winners. First prize, YSL card holder. You get to pick between 4 colors. Second and third prize will be $100 USD PayPal cash, which I will send to you. Instructions are super easy. So first of all you need to do is subscribe to my channel. So make sure you hit that red subscribe button and like the video. Secondly, hit that bell notification. But when you hit that bell, make sure you select all notifications. It's in the drop down box, but you just hit all. And thirdly, for those of you that are new to Shop Tagger, you need to create a Shop Tagger account. I showed you before in the tutorial, it takes like 2 seconds. But if you already have a Shop Tagger account, you are able to enter this as well. All you need to do is just save 2 items from any website to a list. Like you might want to just make up a Xmas wish list. It doesn't really even matter what the list is called, but you just have to save 2 items. And if you're like me, you probably would save a lot more because it's there to benefit you and help you save money. On the 4th step, you just need to comment below if you won, what color card case would you pick? So I hope you like that surprise, guys. It is so easy. Do make sure you follow all the steps, because when I do select the winner, I will be checking that you have a Shop Tagger account and you have saved a couple of items on that list. All the giveaway instructions I will leave down below, but it's 4 easy steps and there's 3 winners. There's no Instagram entry. I've kept it super simple just for YouTube. So make sure you do subscribe, share with your friends. We are almost at 200K because yeah, a lot of you were commenting on my other video, Mel, didn't you say you're going to do another giveaway at 200K? Yep, that's still coming, guys. This is not stopping any of that. I just want to give back to you guys, and Christmas is my favorite time of year. That is it for this video, guys. I hope you found it super helpful and that you guys have fun shopping the designer sales and all the sales for Cyber Weekend and everything like that. But as well, guys, do check back on this video, because if I find any other codes, I will update them in the description bar. But what I will try and do is if I find anything really great, I will just quickly share on my story. So don't forget to follow me on Instagram as well, because any really quick last minute things I can just share there and then share it with you as well. And don't worry, I haven't forgotten about my Hermes reveal video. It is coming, and one of you guys did guess right. I wanted to make a dedicated video on that because yeah, I'm going to go through the whole system. Anyway, have a wonderful day or night, guys, and I will catch you really soon in my next video. Big kisses. Bye, guys.